Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're keeping tabs on financial news, you're constantly seeing those stock tickers flashing green and red all day long. But even for those of us who actively track the market, there is this massive lingering myth out there. People think that to play the game seriously, you need an entrance fee of thousands of dollars just to, get a seat at the table. Well, today, we are going to completely dismantle that myth. By the end of our time together, you're going to see the exact mechanics of how everyday wealth is actually built. And I promise you, it absolutely does not require a fortune to start. So let's address the core question right head on. Do you actually need thousands of dollars to invest? I mean, it's incredibly easy to look at the staggering price of a single share of some major tech company and just assume you have to sit on the sidelines waiting to accumulate a massive lump sum. But waiting turns into years, right? And those years turn into missed opportunities. You are about to overcome this exact barrier today, because the definitive answer here is a resounding no. No way. Okay, let's dive into this. The fundamental shift in modern investing is fractional shares. By totally removing the price tag as a barrier, the entry fee to become an owner of a major world-class company is, well, literally just whatever you have in your pocket right now. Whether a company's stock costs $50 or $500, this single innovation completely changes the entire landscape of wealth building. It's a real game changer. Section 1. The Pizza Slice Strategy. Rethinking Share Prices. Now, to really grasp the strategic impact of this, think about it like this. In the past, a stock was basically like a whole pizza. If the pie cost $500 and you only had 50, well, you were locked out of the pizzeria entirely. You went hungry. But today, you don't have to buy the whole pie. You can buy a slice, or honestly, even just a bite. Invest 5 or 10 bucks, and the platform simply calculates the exact percentage of ownership that your money buys. And this brilliantly illustrates the concept. You could grab a $5 slice of Apple, a $10 slice of Tesla, or carve out a piece of a massive index fund that holds hundreds of companies all at once. You're acquiring high-value assets piece by piece, entering the market entirely on your own terms. You aren't just waiting on the sidelines to save up anymore. You are actively in the game. Which brings us to Section 2, Automating Your Wealth, the Quiet Engine. This is where we build a totally emotionless loop. Step 1, set your amount. Step 2, auto deposit. And step 3, grow without thinking. By setting up a recurring weekly deposit, your account automatically sweeps up those fractional shares in the background. It becomes this quiet, highly efficient engine just humming along without you even noticing. It completely eliminates the panic of market timing and destroys the whole "I'll start later" procrastination trap. You just set the machine in motion and it does all the heavy lifting while you're out there actually living your life. Next up, Section 3, Stacking Growth Over Time, the Multiplier Effect. So the crucial point is this. If fractional investing gets you on the field, compound interest is how you actually win the game. It's growth stacked on top of growth. Think of a single seed growing into a tree, right? Then that tree drops seeds of its own, eventually engineering a massive, self-sustaining forest ecosystem. Your initial money earns money, and then that new, larger pile goes to work to earn even more. The growth accelerates quietly but powerfully, turning those automated slices into an exponential, snowballing force of nature. When we map out how this stacking works over time, the math is honestly pretty staggering. Assuming a historical average market return of around 7%, a simple $20 a week habit stacks to about $1,000 in year 1. But watch what happens as the multiplier effect really kicks into gear. $5,000 by year 5, $13,000 in 10 years, and it keeps compounding to roughly $33,000 in 20 years. Time is the ultimate multiplier here. It transforms small, consistent habits into undeniable, real wealth. Moving on to Section 4, the Quiet Wealth System. Consistency beats capital. Let's move to and see how this builds, because look at the incredible freedom this system creates. First, you don't need to time the market, because your automated engine is always running in the background. Second, you don't need Wall Street expertise, because you're letting the broad market do the work for you. And you certainly do not need thousands of dollars. The only true requirement? Consistency. Everyday consistency will literally always outperform a massive one-time pile of starting capital. To bring this all safely back down to earth for a second, $20. That explosive compounding math we just talked about, the quiet engine of automation, and the ability to own a piece of the world's most powerful companies, the whole shebang basically begins with a simple $20 bill. You don't need a fortune to start. You just need to start. So, what will your first fractional slice be? Remember, you absolutely deserve to build wealth. The tools are right here, the old barriers are totally gone, and your wealth building engine is just waiting to be turned on. Let this explainer be the exact moment you stop watching the ticker from the sidelines. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Keep learning and keep building.